what I do in putting these packages together. Until now, I did my own. I did do investments with other companies before, paying someone to do what I do now. Number one, it was very costly, as much as double what the well actually costs. And number two, finding somebody that's honest and going to pay you at the end of the well, if it comes in, that was a big problem. That all of a sudden you find out that the money is going to the individual who actually built the program. You were waiting on him to pay you, and a lot of times they didn't. And people lost a lot of money. I lost a little, what I consider a little, several $1 million. But I just said, I'm never going to do this again, so we did it on our own. And that's what we've been doing the last 10, 12 years until we met and talked, and I really liked the program.
A couple weeks later, Bill says, Jeremy, I think that we should maybe get together somehow. Could ICS Energy somehow work with Pure Oil and Gas and vice versa? And I said, well, let's talk about how that would look. And here's the big thing of how it looks. This is the most important thing. ICS Energy doesn't make a dime unless we make oil. And Pure Oil doesn't make a dime unless we make oil. And that's very rare in the oil business. And these guys would all agree to that. And you said, well, Jeremy, you don't understand. A lot of people they'll drill a $500,000 well, but they'll raise more than $500,000 and just keep the money. And they make a living just keeping the money off of what it costs to drill a well.
Well, and under those scenarios, you've seen it in the past happen all the time. You're talking about a heads-up deal. Ours is turnkey. Everybody sees a receipt for the drilling cost, the completion cost. There's no promote of such. Where you've seen people in the past, it'll take a well that you might can drill for $500,000 and they'll promote it to a $750,000 well. Hey, in a scenario like that, if it's a dry hole, they win. That's certainly not what Pure Oil and Gas is about.
The well doesn't hit, but they go away with a lot of money, and you don't.
So our investors, when they spend their hard-earned $500,000, where's the $500,000?
It goes on the well, every bit of it. And as you know, you're the same way. We don't keep anything. If it hits, we all make something, when and if they hit. We won't take the money and disperse it. We have the gatherers disperse all the money to the investors, so we don't have to handle their money at all. We don't even want to see it. We get ours, they get theirs, and everybody's happy. So there's nobody's making anything on the side on that.
And so we just thought this would be kind of a cool way to do it. If everyone getting a wholesale, if you call it a wholesale deal, right? You're getting 30-40% off of an oil well by doing it with us. We'll just see what happens. So we went out and we found a hell of a good location, which I'm sure Quint will talk about. And we drilled oil and no oil came out of the ground because we hit too good a location in lots of ways. And we're like, okay, well, what now? And so then we went and did another well and we hit oil, and that's fantastic. And I said, well, let's see if we can't structure this differently where we can do 3-4 wells together so we can spread some risk out. So if one doesn't come in the way we want it, that's okay. So that's what we did. And so that's where we're at now, and now we're drilling, and you guys know the rest of the story.